And welcome back on this Thursday morning. It is now quiet in the studio. Shut Up has left the building. 58 degrees outside. Get out and enjoy if you certainly like these cooler temperatures. High temperatures today of 81 and should not be a problem with rain today. Looks like actually there is a chance of rain almost every day, but it looks like Saturday 40% chance of those showers, so that'll probably be the biggest day for rain carried on into Sunday. 230-4988 gets
that
Frank.
Temperature for mid-August.
I know, look at 50s.
2 weeks of football kicks off from tonight. Everything going good. McDonald and Associates hear good things about y'all all the time, and people still struggling, people still underwater, people still need to get the message that y'all are providing a service.
And you're helping get out that message, by the way, both of y'all. Thank you much. We are getting calls and helping people here locally from Athens and Madison in your viewer area, people who are underwater. Their homes simply aren't worth what they were maybe 4 years ago when they purchased it, or maybe when they last refinanced. And they need to sell their house for whatever reason, and they think, oh my goodness, I've got to make $200,000 to get out of my loan, but I hear it only sell for $180,000. At that point is when they need us.
Now, I noticed that somebody at church said something, or had mentioned, somebody said, my tithing is going to be down this month because of sequestration. Now, is that affecting people in their homes too?
Yes, it has, and it's also something that will cause the lender or the mortgage company for that homeowner to take into account as an adverse thing to them, which can possibly even streamline a short sale. It's one of the things that the lenders will take into account.
You know, I think what most people still, and the point we try to get across each and every week when Stan's on here, and basically every day when we do mention, is they are providing a service to help you where you don't have to foreclosure, you avoid bankruptcy, all of that stuff. All you got to do is give them, there's no cost to the homeowner. And that's why, call them at 325-1143. They can help you. I mean, and you can stay. I think, Stan, it sounds too good to be true. If you can stay in your house, like you've told us many, many times, and possibly even get money 2 or 3 months later or 6 months later to move.
Well, it does sound too good to be true. But what you have to understand is we're in a special season in time. We're in the aftermath of the mortgage debacle that happened in 2008, 2009, where this is one of the exit strategies, I guess, if you will, for mortgage lenders. We say it's a win-win situation. Mortgage lenders have so many foreclosures in their pipeline right now. They they really can't. It's not in their interest to foreclose on that many houses.
They don't want to own them.
So this is if you're watching and you say, well, I've never heard of this. 10 years ago, you wouldn't have heard of it. This is a particular aftermath of the mortgage debacle of 2008, where you literally are probably going to be able to negotiate your way out, or we will. It's a little too difficult to do it yourself.
Right. Well, if somebody tried to do it themselves, what's the process they're going to have to? So somebody sitting at home today says, we're underwater. I really don't want people to know because it's kind of embarrassing. So I'm going to take their advice. I'm going to do this myself. What kind of process they got to go through?
Well, they've got to contact the right people at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, somewhere like that, and then they've got to. Those people are under heavy regulations the way they have to do this, and so you have to do your application. You have to know the vernacular, the verbiage, and everything. And you have to fill out all your stuff just exactly right, or you'll get kicked out of the system. Because there will be some people in there that are putting in applications to do it exactly right, and that's who the folks are going to deal with and work with.
Now, you guys are also working with local realtors like a Marmac Real Estate out of Decatur, and Mark will be with us tomorrow. They're looking for listings all over the Tennessee Valley about these short sales, because most realtors do not want to because it's time-consuming.
Right.
Tedious work.
For any realtors that are watching, or for those people who feel comfortable working with their hometown local realtor, then still come to us. What we just do is we joint relationship with them. We come alongside your realtor.
Well, it's like when Greg was up here, Greg Crow up here with AAA, he was up here, and had some very good questions y'all did back and forth.
Right.
It's time-consuming for a guy like Greg who's got other things to do. That when they turn it over to you, y'all take care of it.
Yeah, correct. I mean, if Greg has 10 files in his pipeline, 3 of them are underwater, he really can still treat those 3 files normally because we're handling the underwater part.
What would you think would be the biggest reason somebody might not call you guys, Stan? Do they think it's, like we go back to, it's too good to be true, or maybe there's another way out? But there's national companies doing the same thing now with 800 numbers.
Yes.
You don't want to do that. You want to call somebody that been around a long time, They're local,
You can
and
meet
they.
in person.
And Scott did a good job up here last week in your absence explaining how all this worked also.
Scott does a great job. You know, we say he's the brains of our operation because he really understands the system. He was a lender for many, many years, and so he knows the intricacies of the loan process.
And you have a preacher with you. That's
correct.
also.
We do. And, you know, to answer your question relating to that, what would be the main reason people don't call you? Well, it's probably they get paralyzed. The fear of whatever the maybe consequences are of getting yourself in trouble, and they think maybe there's not solutions. And if that's, we can say one thing is, there really are solutions. There are a whole lot better solutions than what's going to happen to you if you just sit there in paralysis.
This is the graceful exit.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I mean,
And,
but-
you know, we're glad to be part of it. And thank y'all for
You see
good.
so
Get the word
many
out.
people for sale signs these days. And you drive through these neighborhoods like you brought up before. Grass is this high, you know, it's being run down, hadn't been lived in for months or a year. And it's degrading to the neighborhood and to your home value.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, you go to church with somebody, you got a relative, or you yourself, or a family member, like I said, you need to call and make an appointment. What's the turnaround, Stan, to get in and see you guys?
Oh, well, 48 hours, pretty easily. Yeah.
And I got to tell you, this is a true story. Zeke called one night, Ardmore, and said, hey, I got a friend, they're foreclosing tomorrow morning on the courthouse steps. And I'd be dogged if y'all did not, less
Stop
than
it.
24 hours,
Right.
save the deal.
We can do it. I mean, you know, Scott, like I said, he's kind of our technician. He says, don't promise it every time. But we did it that time.
You did it that time.
Well,
and this
that's what
guy
matters.
was,
Desperate.
I mean, mentally,
Right.
you know.
It was a
getting-
big deal
yeah.
for him. So
McDonald and Associates,
He was
anything else we
distraught.
need to know, Stan?
No, all is good.
Tell Mabel we said hello.
Okay.
I
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing War Eagle.
Newlyweds.
Boy,
I'll
God
throw that out
bless
for you.
Roll Tide.
Stan McDonald, 325-1143. Give them a call, make an appointment. I guarantee you ain't going to be wasting your time, and you're going to be surprised. It is too good to be true. But what they can do for you if you're underwater, it's a blessing. 325-1143. Got to take a break, come back. We'll go to Roadrunner Danny Johnson in just a little bit. Y'all, hang on.